Hi, I'm Dr. Zuber. This is week 1. Every week I'm going to give you some tips to help you enhance your performance and prepare to win. One of the first mobility exercises we get into before we start moving in the dynamic warm-up are inchworms. So we have our players stand on the baseline. The first thing they're going to do is reach down, touch their toes. They're going to walk their hands all the way out. We actually want them to touch their hips to the ground, and then they're going to walk their hands all the way back to their toes and stand up. So everything we do in the dynamic warm-up is active, and we want them to stand up after each repetition. The next drill we do is the reverse lunge into a running position. So here we're working on hip flexor mobility and balance. So we're going back into the reverse lunge, reaching up to get a good stretch throughout the hip flexors, and then they're coming up right into a run. And we want to emphasize proper form with this drill. So back into a lunge, reach up, come up right into a run. And they'll do 10 of those right in a row and then go on to the next leg. Next, we're going into a reverse lunge with a twist this time. So they're reaching back. We emphasize keeping the back leg straight. We want to turn on that back glute. And now they're twisting to get a little thoracic spine mobility and then coming right up into a run. So again, reverse lunge, back leg straight, twist, up into a run. We're emphasizing single leg balance here for a purpose. In basketball, if you just think about a layup, you're going off one leg. So the glutes have to be active and the core has to be active at the same time. This one is really important. We incorporate the lateral lunge because in basketball there's a lot of lateral movement. So they're going to reach out, lateral lunge, sit the hips back, and then when they come up, they're crossing over, trying to keep their feet pointing that way. Come up, lateral lunge, crossover set, and then come back up. This one, single leg RDLs. So we're incorporating hamstring mobility and posterior chain mobility on one leg. They're coming down and then coming all the way up into a run. Again, emphasizing that balance. We want them to do 10 in a row without touching their opposite foot to the floor. After our stationary mobility exercises, we're going to start moving. So the first one we do is a spider hand stretch. They're going to reach out. Again, try to keep that back leg as straight as possible. They'll get a good stretch throughout their hip flexors, and we don't want to hold it long. So we keep moving. You never want the knee to come over the toe. Keep the knee right over the ankle joint, and this will help open up their hips. This one is a walking quad stretch. So with each and every step, they're going to pull their foot towards their butt to stretch out the quads. And again, they're not holding it long, okay? Everything is active, and they're just getting a nice stretch through the front of their thigh.
Go ahead.
We already talked about lateral movement and how important it is for a basketball player. So we'll also do the lateral lunge walking. So step out, lateral lunge. Again, we never want the knee to come over the toe. And then once we have them get to the foul line, we'll actually have them side slide. So they do the lateral lunge to here, and now they're going to slide to half court. Now a lot of times basketball players want to side slide and go to their heel first before they go to their toe and then slide, but we emphasize being on the balls of feet and the heels never touch the ground. As you can see, as we progress through the dynamic warm-up, we increase with intensity, and we also involve a lot of balance and core stability throughout it. So another one I like is the single leg RDL with a jump and hold. So I'm actually going to jump out laterally on one foot, do an RDL, hold it, and then jump to the side, hold it, RDL, jump, hold, RDL, all the way to half court. As we continue to warm up and progress towards practice, we want to do things to get those quick twitch muscle fibers going. So we incorporate drills like high skips, quick skips, lateral quick skips. Here's the quick skips for you. Thanks so much for being a part of our village. Go Bulls.